What's up guys, Ryan here from Mudgunner, and today it is viewer build video episode 33, and more specifically it was battle belts, not necessarily builds, but you did build it up from the ground up most likely. So that was the theme. Battle belts are cool. If you are not into them, I think you should look into it because it doesn't have to start off life as a battle belt. It could start off as maybe a duty belt, a competition belt, something like that. Battle belt is just a term describing something that you would theoretically take to battle if you had to. I don't ever want to, but if I had to, this is what I would take. My belt setup is from G-Code. It's rocking G-Code mag pouches. I have an IFAK that my buddy gave me. I got a Haley Strategic Darter knife. My holster setup is a Safariland ALS with the Shadow Systems MR918. And then I do have a tourniquet on here as well. So that is my battle belt setup. I do like it. I run it pretty often. I'm going to be running it tomorrow at AZ Range Day. So stay tuned for that video. I don't know exactly when that one will go up. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but yeah, that's what I'll be running, and I've been using this one for years and I like it. So that is this week's theme, was battle belts. I am gonna give you a hint at my next viewer build video theme, but it's not gonna be next week because next week is SHOT Show. You can still submit your viewer build submissions between now and then, but the theme is gonna be SPRs slash DMRs. So special purpose rifle slash designated marksmanship rifle, and that kind of falls into basically like miniature sniper rifles in a way, but just magnified rifle setups. Not necessarily bolt guns. I don't think they would classify under that. I know military designations can be a wide range of things, but I think when I think of SPR slash DMR, SPR would be like a magnified 5.56, and then DMR would be a magnified 308. And when I talk magnification, you must be 6 power or higher to ride this ride. So nothing less than 6 powers. LPVOs do count, but I would say 6 powers. So this is a Vortex Razor 1-6. This is a Nightforce NXS 3.5 to 15 by 50. So I think it'd be really cool to see a couple SPRs and DMRs. If you guys would like, I would like to see some HK CSAS clones because I really like that. This is the MR762A1. This is my URGI build. And yeah, that is the theme. SPR slash DMRs. That will be 2 Fridays from now. But you have 2 weeks to send me the build. I do get a lot of people that say they missed out. You have 2 weeks notice. So that will be the next viewer build episode. But yeah, if you guys want to participate in that, send a horizontal picture of your gun, please. Describe it from tip to butt because don't go all over the place. It doesn't flow well in video. And you can send that picture to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com. With that being said, let's check out all these awesome battle belts that we got this week. All right, guys, kicking off this week's battle belt setup, we have this one from Corrupted Radio. And it looks like we got a decent list here, so I'm going to go through what they said. I use this for the range as well as duty. I'm an armed security guard, but I also carry this pistol every day in my EDC holster. So this is what I run, as I like to get the best use out of my stuff that I buy. Yeah, that's fair enough, and right off the bat, it's a Glock 43X pistol, so I know in some eyes that would be considered small, but if you think about it, they have 15-round mags now, so you get the same capacity as a full-size gun, and if he likes to conceal carry it plus carry it for work, I totally respect that. So no issues running a smaller gun because it's kind of like an in-between of like a super small concealed carry and a full size. They also said, that being said, I know using a 43X for duty isn't practical, but I've done some upgrades that might pass the test. Let me know what you think. So parts list from left to right, this is on the belt. It's an Agilite Magnetics belt. On my D-ring clip, it's got Magpul Patrol Gloves 2.0 and a Milwaukee marker for the range. One Krydex 9mm mag holder. One Krydex 5.56 mag holder, an Aikate Molly dump pouch, Akate, I don't know. It's Aikate. I'm not familiar with that one. Got it from Amazon, works well though. A Wosport Tactical med pouch, also from Amazon, works for me. My Streamlight ProTac 2.0 is also on top of my med kit. As addressed, I like to use stuff I buy, so this flashlight goes on my rifle build, but instead of letting it sit in the safe with it, I just run it on my belt for duty use. So 2 birds with 1 stone. It's got a cat tourniquet with shears and metal pen, a Mossy Oak multi-tool 21-in-1 with screwdriver and star bits, and a Civivi Damascus pocket knife, a Davis Tactical Level 2 43X holster, only company that makes Level 2 holster for the 43X. It's got a Safariland model RGR UBL drop leg shroud with the QLS. I also keep it on a Little Cobra belt hanger from Amazon so it doesn't take up space. And then again, it's a Glock 43X MOS. So on the build of the pistol, it's got a Holosun EPS carry, a silencer coat threaded barrel, a Harrington Arms 43X compensator with fins, a Primatia, I'm not familiar with that. Primatia extended and raised slide release, a Streamlight TLR7 sub, shield arms, 15 round plus 5 magazine, so 20 total. It's got handle-it sandpaper grips, goon tape, and finally a Tyrant CNC magwell. Nice. Let me go through everything here. I have to read it before I get a really look at everything on the picture. But yeah, I like the setup. And if you're using it every day and getting use out of it, I think that's great. The holster setup looks nice for that. The Glock 43X setup, again, even though it's kind of meant as a concealed carry pistol, I can definitely see that being used for a duty pistol, no problem. I mean, it's 20 rounds. You can't really ask for much more than that for a, self-defense gun. I mean, more is always better, but I totally get that. And yeah, overall, I like it. I think it flows really well too. So yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Corrupted Radio. And yeah, great setup. All right, this next one comes from Michael, and I did not get a build list here. This is what he said. I have 2 battle belts, one set up for a SIG 226 combat, the other is set up for a Kimber 1911 Desert Warrior. Both suppressor ready. Rate my setup. What do you think? Yeah, I like yours a lot too. I like both of those guns, and I actually want to get both of those guns. I like that 226 combat. I like the Kimber Desert Warrior. And belt setup wise, this is where I'm not good enough at just like calling out a belt just by looking at it, so I'm not going to pretend. But yeah, they're built basically the exact same from the looks of it. I see the logo on the top holster says T5. I'm not familiar with that. The main one I use is Safariland, G-Code, Tier 1 Concealed, and T-Rex, so that's the main holsters I use. I'm not familiar with every other brand on the market, but it looks similar. And then on the left side, it looks like we got 3 pistol mag pouches and then a double rifle mag pouch. And then on the bottom belt, we got a karambit, which looks nice. We got med pouches, and then it looks like a dump pouch. And then I like the thigh strap on the Kimber Desert Warrior setup. I like those because they hold the belt setup pretty steady, especially when you're drawing. It doesn't cant at all, so I'm a big fan of that. And again, both of those setups look great, so thank you for sharing that, Michael. This next one comes from Captain, and I am going to go through what he said here. This is my range belt I use for all of my range work and also any pistol or carbine classes I take. The belt is a core battle belt. Newish to me, haven't been running that long, but so far it's been very good. The holster is a T-Rex Arms Ragnarok. It's got an S-Tac Kiwi mag pouch, an Amazon dump pouch, OG mechanics gloves for high round count AR drills, a packed shot timer, and my favorite duty pistol. It's a Glock 45 Gen 5 MOS with the new Vortex Defender ST and a Streamlight TLR1 HL. And then for what it's worth, these newer Vortex dots are working very well for me. Over 6,000 rounds on this one in particular, and haven't shifted 0 since the day I mounted it up. I just ordered some goblin sauce this morning. Can't wait to clean my guns when it comes in the mail. Thanks. Sweet. Yeah, thank you for ordering some. And yeah, I like your belt setup. When I first got into shooting, mine was pretty similar with just like the mag pouches and the pistol pouch. So it's a great start. And over time, as you get more into it, I think you discover kind of what you want to put on there. And your Glock setup looks good too. I haven't played with those new Vortex Defender red dots yet. I've used the Viper red dot and the Venom red dot. But yeah, the Defender looks nice on there. It kind of looks like a little RMR type red dot. And then Streamlights, I use a bunch of Streamlights. Yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Captain. It looks great. All right, this next one comes from another Ryan. Nice to meet you, Ryan. And I'm going to go through their list here. It's a Pale Horse Concepts Outer Belt Mark V, a Pale Horse Concepts Tactical Inner Belt. It's got a Dynamic Principles Cantable Mag Pouch 5.56. It's got 2 of them. It's got the Dynamic Principles Cantable Mag Pouch for 9mm, also 2 of them. It's got a Flatline Fiberco Rip Stop Dump Pouch, a Coyote Tactical Stomp Gen 2 Med Pouch, a Guardian Warrior Solutions Bang Hanger, and then it says Core Performance Ice Fence or IC Events Classic Holster Pad. I'm not familiar with that. And then it says Restrap Ranger Green. It says Dara Holster Level 2 Retention, and then a Safariland QLS attachment. So is that Ice Fence Classic Holster Pad for the QLS fork attachment? That's what it looks like to me. I'm not familiar with all this stuff, but it looks nice on there. And then it's shown with a Walter PDP steel frame. It's got the Dynamic Performance Trigger, a Trijicon RCR red dot, a Floyd's Custom Magwell, and a ZR Tactical Ultramass guide rod. Nice. I like the OD green on there. And then the med pouch looks good. Yeah, sick setup, and this is why I like doing these viewer builds, because I learn about new companies, because I haven't heard of Pale Horse Concepts, I haven't heard of Dynamic Principles, the Guardian Warrior Solutions Bang Hanger, I'm not familiar with that one, but yeah, that setup looks really nice. So thank you for sharing that one, Ryan. All right, this next one, and I did not plan it this way, this comes from another Ryan. I just go in the order that I get these emails in. So yeah, from another Ryan. I have several belts in the same configuration, but chose this one because it has the most range time. Going from left to right, the inner belt is a 511 with a Cobra buckle. The outer is a HSGI duty grip. It's got Oakley SI light gloves, HSGI triple pistol mag tacos, an HSGI rifle taco, a cheap 511 dump pouch, a Blue Force Gear micro IFAK. It's got a North American Rescue cat tourniquet and an unknown tourniquet holder I got from a mom and pop shop. Support local shops, I agree. Behind that is a mini trauma shears. It's got a Safariland mid-ride with QLS system in every holster. RDR gear tourniquet strut with Blue Force Gear tourniquet holder and another NAR tourniquet. It's got a TRX Arms leg strap. And then lastly, a CRKT SPEW or SPEW and a custom sheath from Gromit's Knife and Carry. Nice. The gun in the picture, it's the STI/Kunin 2011 that I shared in your Gucci gun video. I remember that one, so I think the make on that was both STI and Kunin. I don't remember the whole story behind it, but that's sweet. And yeah, that looks like a great belt setup. I like your knife placement on there too. Thank you for sharing that one, Ryan. That looks good. And for those of you that don't know belt setups yet, this is something that I've learned. We all kind of set up ours pretty similarly. You got your pistol. Having one or two tourniquets is always great. Having a medical kit's great. I don't run a dump pouch on mine right now, but I used to. I just never used it, so I took it off. And then instead of the dump pouch, I basically have 2 rifle mag pouches on mine and then the 3 pistol pouches. So I noticed very similar setups between all of the belts I've seen and then just the one that I run, or the few that I run. So yep, thank you again for sharing, Ryan. This next one comes from Martin, and I'm going to go through his list here. The belt is a Lead Devil 1.75 inch in M81 camo with the Lead Devil inner belt, and from right to left, it's got a Milsurp M81 grenade pouch for a compass and or can of Zinn, a Safariland 6354 RDS ALS holster in M81 with QLS and mid-ride drop with a T-Rex leg strap. It's got a tourniquet holder with the tourniquet and trauma shears, unknown brand med pouch with chest seals, gauze, quick clot, Israeli bandage, med gloves, and a decompression needle. It's got a T-Rex Arms M81 dump pouch, a Safariland rifle mag holder ×2, and then HSGI pistol mag pouch ×2. Yeah, I like the M81 camo in there. And then he didn't mention the pistol, but in there it looks like it's got a SIG 320. But yeah, great setup on that. Thank you for sharing that one, Martin. All right, guys, we are finishing it off. This belt comes from Wilson. Thank you for the kind words. And going from left to right, he's got a Core Essential Micro Battle Belt. It's got a Tactical T belt clip, Pig Tactical Gloves, Dara 3 pistol/AR mag. It's got Flatline Fiber Pimp IFAK with tourniquet drop. It's got a Leatherman multi-tool, a Dara holster light bearing level 2 retention with their ALQD system and thigh strap. And then lastly, it's got the DLC Staccato P with Steiner MPS and Surefire X300 Turbo. Still looking for a dump pouch and a knife to complete it. I don't know what to get. Well, I know T-Rex Arms makes dump pouches. I have one of theirs. I just don't have one on my belt right now. As far as knife goes, I personally run a Haley Strategic Darter knife, so that's a collaboration between them and Tour knives. Yeah, I also have a Winkler knife on one of mine. But yeah, I like your setup there. It looks good. And I eventually would like to get a Staccato to run in a belt setup. I don't own a 2011, but I've shot them a couple times and they are sweet. But yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Wilson. Thank you to everyone else that submitted battle belts this week. I think they all look good. And I think it's cool to build up different belts. Like I want to build up like a FDE one, a black one, maybe some odd gun ones, but they just get really expensive to build out. And even just doing individual holsters that are like quick detach, like the Safariland holsters, those get expensive too, because they're like $200+ a piece. But yeah, thank you again to everyone that submitted. Thank you again to everyone that submitted their battle belts. Those were really cool to see. I like looking at other people's belts and getting ideas for my next ones. I like that idea of the knife right here. Now I'm not going to change this one because I don't need 2 knives on there, but I might do that in a future belt. So this one I said I don't have a dump pouch on mine. It's because I basically swapped my dump pouch for another rifle pouch, and I use this rifle pouch for a multi-tool, because if I stuck another 30-round mag in here, it presses up against my plate carrier. I could get away with a 20-round mag, but a 30-round mag just really digs up into my plate carrier. And then for my front, I keep it pretty light, because if I lay prone, nothing is in my way when I lay prone. So that's why I keep my front pretty bare. But yeah, everything's on the back, and my knife is really easy to get to, because when this is like turned like around my body, the knife and the gun are very far from each other, so I'll never accidentally grab my knife when I'm going for my gun and vice versa. So that is my belt setup. But yeah, again, the theme for next week is gonna, well, not next week, 2 weeks from now, but you can post between now and then. The theme is gonna be SPRs and DMRs, 6 power magnification or higher, please. 5.56, 308, just, I think it would be only semi-auto platforms. Bolt actions do not count as far as I know. But yeah, send your SPR/DMR to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com. Good horizontal picture, please, and describe it from tip to butt. So thank you guys, and I look forward to showing you all the SHOT Show videos next week. And stay tuned, we got some cool shooting videos coming up as well. So I will see you in my next video.